Okay. Then I boiled some water on the stove. You can boil these chilies too. Just boil them in the hot water on the stove. But you might have somebody in the house that has an allergic reaction because it smells hot when it's boiling on the stove. So what I do is just boil the water and then bring the water to the bowl and let the peppers steep, and then they rehydrate. So then you have, see that lovely red color? These have been steeping probably about a half hour or more. So you just clean them up, put the hot water over them, and I had the bowl on top to make sure they all stayed up under the water. So these are ready to go. And don't throw away this juice because you're going to use that also, or some of it. So we're going to take some of these chilies out, and you need to do these in batches. Don't overcrowd your blender. You don't want to be like me, overcrowd your blender, and then boof, all my kitchen was red one day when I was making this. It made me so mad. I made more work for myself because I had a red kitchen then for sure. So let's put a little bit more in. And all you're going to add is just some garlic, a little bit of salt, which you can control. This is kosher salt. You can control the salt. And I'm going to add some of the liquid. Let me get a little dipper, little cup. I'm going to add some of this liquid to help me get it blended. My suggestion to you, when you make this, don't make it when you need it. Make it when you're just, have some time, a few minutes on your hands when you can do it. Hold on just a second. I'm going to add a little bit more liquid to this because it's still kind of thick. Okay. And let's give it another zip. Okay. So let me let you see what this looks like. See how that looks at this point? So it's kind of thick. What you're going to do is run it through a strainer so we can catch all the pepper pulp and the seeds, and you'll have a nice smooth sauce like we used earlier today. Okay. Okay, so we're just going to pour the chili sauce through this fine mesh strainer. Okay, it's your first batch. And don't worry about how much salt or garlic you put in. You might want to, I put in this batch of maybe 40 peppers, I put like 7-8 cloves of garlic maybe. The salt you can always add in once you run it through the strainer. So you don't have to worry about that too much. As you can see, you can hear it coming in the bowl. Let me see if I can rush it. See that? This is the same sauce you would have bought in a jar. It's you making it right here. Just comes through nice and smooth. Okay. And so I can let you see the sauce now. Put this right here for a minute. Now, can you see how that sauce is turning out? That's what it can end up looking like. So you just made it yourself if you follow these directions. Like I said, don't make it when you need it, because then you won't feel like doing all the steps. You're like, I don't feel like doing all that. I really just don't. So just make it. What I do is I make a nice batch, maybe about 6 cups of it, because you have to do quite a few peppers for this. So I make about 6 cups of it. I'll freeze it in a bowl till it forms, and then I put it in a plastic bag and label it. So when I make this soup, all I gotta do is pull out a bag, and I'm ready to go. Because if you mess around trying to do this and you're too hungry, you won't succeed. You'll just buy a can. Trust me, I can tell you that because I know. Okay, so our chicken is done. What I'm gonna do is just take some of it out. Well, I'm gonna take all of it out. And I'm gonna show you how to shred it. I wanna caution you, remember to only let it hard boil, maybe 10 or 15 minutes when it comes up to a boil. Then turn it down and let it simmer until your chicken is done for like that 30 minutes or so, 30 or 40 minutes. Because what will happen if you let it do a hard boil too long, your soup will start to reduce. And you'll be able to tell, because you can tell where your soup started, because there's a line at the top of your pot, and then where it is now. So you can tell it'll be then reduced a little bit, but it's okay. It's not gonna kill it. It's very forgiving. Don't worry about it. Okay, let me get 2 forks. I'll show you how to shred this chicken. So see how the chicken just comes away? Real easy. Off the bone. We got all that flavor off the bone. Some people panic when they see bones in their chicken bones in their chicken soup or, you know, any kind of stews and stuff. Sometimes it's not appropriate. But when you're at home and you're making things your way, you know, you can have the freedom to put those bones back in and extract more flavor if you want to. So that's where you get to have the control. Let me take some of this, take the bones off. I'm just moving some of the chicken back into the pot so I can have some more space to work with within the plate. And also too, like I said, if you're worried about fat, you can, out of the 4 chicken breasts that you're dealing with the skin on, you can remove once it's browned at that first step we did in the beginning, you can remove the skin from 2 of the chicken breasts. And right there, you're cutting some of the fat out, if it really bothers you that much. Last piece. Take that skin away. Do it away from you so you don't burn yourself. Okay, now we only have a few more minutes to go, so I'm going to give it a stir. And now the hominy that we had setting aside and drained, dump that in, give it a stir. We're going to let this go for like 35 more minutes. So actually the soup altogether, the timing is like an hour and some minutes, maybe an hour and a half total with all the prep work and stuff. So it's not that bad. So we have one that's already done on the back burner here. I'm going to move this one over. Bring this one forward. So I have one that's already done. So it's going to ladle one more little soup here on the top. Okay. Traditionally, you serve your pozole in a nice big bowl where you can get to your soup and all the inside, the hominy and the chicken, stuff like that. So what we're going to do, let me clean the edge off a little bit. And I had to put it in the white bowl because I want you to be able to see the soup. Okay, we're just going to top it with a little bit of your regular old cabbage that's shredded really fine, your Savoy cabbage. Or you can use Napa cabbage also. Top it with that. And as you stir your cabbage into the hot soup, it's going to wilt and still have its crunch. Gonna have a squeeze of lime over it. Okay. Have some cilantro. For those of you who don't like cilantro, you can try some chopped Italian parsley. But you gotta give it a try. And then some radishes, give you that nice spicy crunch on the top. And then of course, get yourself some nice tortilla chips. Serve them together right on the side. Have your bit of crunch with your hot soup. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy this chicken pozole like I do. And make sure you visit 771food.com. It's coming soon. It's almost ready. You'll be able to share your passion for food. And make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.